in today's step-by-step tutorial, we will be automating our mail manager to categorize emails based on its message. Suppose it is kind of a customer support, so that it will categorize it as a customer support. If it is a kind of a lead, then it will segregate it as a lead, or if it is a promotional or any other kind of, so it will segregate it as a general. And based on the customer support, or if it is a kind of a inquiry kind of a mail, so we will be using our knowledge base to craft and proper message reply to it in the same thread. You have to just go on to your email and you need to just verify the crafted draft and just click on the send button. So that's it. So this is how we will be automating our email manager. So let's see how we can do this in this tutorial. To insert the data into our Pinecone store, we need to create one trigger. So here we are creating one trigger, that is the clicking test workflow. Then I have already created one file on my Google Drive. So we will be using that file and we will be storing that file in the Pinecone vector store. So that data is on that. So let me show you that file first to you. In that I have stored the customer support related queries, then some information and policies regarding my company. So let me show you that file. Customer support. So this is my file. So here you can see that I have stored all the information, like the frequently asked questions, then the information related to my company, that is so some of the common issues, then answer to that common issues. Then here if you can see, here I added the general business information related to my business. So this all data we need to store this into our Pinecone vector store. So for that we need to firstly add one drive node. In that drive node we have to download the specific file. So here I have used my URL, so it will use this URL to download this file. After testing this, after clicking on the test, so it will fetch that data. So here is this data in the binary format. So we need to store that data into the Pinecone store. So for that we need to add one node as the Pinecone vector store. So here we need to select the index. So here I have selected the testing N10. For the embedding, we are going to select the model as text embedding 3 small. So this will be the model. Then we need to add one data loader. So it will load that data into the Pinecone vector store. So here we have added the default data loader. Then we need to add the recursive character text splitter. So here I have added the recursive character text splitter. Here I have selected the chunk size as 250 and the chunk overlap as 50. So if it tests this workflow, so it will store this whole data into our Pinecone vector store. So it is taking some time. So it's a one-time activity. If you have some kind of data which needs to be updated every day, so you can add one trigger here to execute, and schedule trigger to execute that this workflow once a day. So now it has inserted all this data. So here is, if you can see in the table, so here the metadata and how this has stored. This is how it has stored this data in these 3 pages. So here we need to create firstly an workflow in N10. So here firstly we need to rename it as email automation. Then firstly we need to read the incoming messages. For that we need to use an trigger node which will trigger automatically whenever an email is receiving to your inbox. So for that we need to add one Gmail trigger. So in that we need to select on message reset. So here firstly we need to configure the credentials. After that we need to add the polling interval. So polling time is nothing but the polling interval. It will fetch the incoming emails after every minute. So for that we have to select this as the every minute. So we have multiple options here also. So just select the every minute. Then let's fetch this test event. So after fetching this event, So it is saying that no Gmail data found. So let's send one email to the configure email address. So I am sending the similar mail again. Okay. Just copying it and composing it and sending it. Automation inquiry. Recipient is myself only. So now I have sent it the email to it. Let's press this paste event. So no Gmail data found. We didn't find any data in Gmail to stimulate 10. Okay. Let's trigger it again. It is executed successfully and it has paged in the email which we have sent it here. So this is the data. So for now, I'm just pinning this data. Then after that, we need to simplify this output into some way of fields. So for that, I'm just selecting these edit fields. In that edit fields, I'm dragging and dropping this thread ID here as a message ID, and in or we can keep it as a thread ID. Then this snippet as a message. Then we will be dragging the subject from it. So this is the subject. Yeah. So this information we will need. Let's test it. So now we have this data in simplified format. So after that, we need to categorize that upcoming email into different categories, like it is an customer support, or it is an inquiry email, or it is a kind of a promotion or normal email. So for that, we need to use the OpenAI's message model. So we need to give it the prompt to classify it. Let's first select the model here. I'm just selecting the model as Poro. Then we need to give the prompt here. So I am giving the prompt here. So I have already created one prompt from the with the help of ChatGPT, and also I have added my changes. So with this, we have the prompt, and now we need to add the message here. So now test it. So it will classify it. So here we can see that it has classified this as a automation inquiry in the content. It is in a different means its hierarchy is like JSON, then message, then content. So we need to get that data and simplify that output. So for that, we need to add one edit field. So inside it, we need, let's rename it first. We will rename it as a category. And here we will add this content as a category, or we can add it as a label. Let's rename it and test this step. So now it has given us the label. So let's add an if node. Suppose if it is an automation, or so means it is related to our automation email, then and then only we need to create and draft and mark it as a mark that email as a specific label. So for that, I'm using one if node. So it will work as a routing. So here I'm using the label. If this label is equals to, so the label is not equals to, label is not equal to, if it is not equals to normal, let's fetch this value here is not equals to normal. If it is not equals to normal, then go into the test tab. So comparison expected a number. Oh, sorry. It has selected this as a number instead of string. Is not equals to the normal. Okay, let's test it. So it should create an test. So let me first explain you this OpenAI's message model prompt. So in the message model prompt, what I have given, I have told it as you are an AI email classifier for an AI automation agency that provides an AI-driven workflow automation, chatbot development, and email process optimization service. Then I have categorized, means you need to categorize that into the three parts. That is a customer support, then the automation inquiry, and third is the normal for the all other emails. So, and it needs to strictly output the measure output it as the one of these three categories, that is the customer support, automation inquiry, normal, and this is the email message which it needs to use for the classifying it. So this why I have given these three categories, because if you can see onto my mailbox, so I have created here three means multiple labels here in the automation, that is the customer support and inquiry, and for the normal one I am not using any label. So because of that I have created this label. So go back to the canvas. So now we have the data and the label. So now we need to craft an proper reply to it. So for that we will be using an AI agent. So this AI agent will retrieve the data from the our Pinecone vector store, which we have provided it as a knowledge base, and based on using that knowledge base, it will answer the frequently asked questions and some questions related to customer support, or it is related to the inquiry. So this is how we will be using the knowledge base to give it as a reply. So here, so prompt it will be using, so it will be using the prompt as the previous message. So here I'm giving the message as the prompt here. Then we need to select the system message. So this AI agent should do what it needs to do. So for that I have created one prompt. So I will be using that. So it is going to be like this. So let me explain you this first. Convert it to expression. Yeah. So first of all, its task is to process the all incoming emails related to customer support and automation inquiries. So for it needs to retrieve the relevant information from the Pinecone knowledge base to provide the structure and polite helpful responses. Then its role as it is an AI powered assistant for an AI automation agency that specializes in AI driven workflow automation, chatbot development, process optimization, and its role is it needs to assess the customer by understanding their inquiries and providing then the accurate responses based on the knowledge base. So this is going to be the example responses. So this is the first example for the customer support email. So here, hi, my chatbot stopped responding. Can fix it? So these are some steps that it led to use. I have also given the another example for the AI automation inquiry mail. So it will use this and craft the proper reply to it. So then the specification is like the knowledge retrieval I have given, and it needs to use the query in the Pinecone database to find the most relevant frequently asked questions. Then support, it needs to use the support document and case studies to answer the questions. So response generation is like it show the tone. I have set the tone, then structure, then the solution, then the friendly closing statement it needs to add. So this is how the system message will looks. Then we need to configure the chat model to it. So for the chat model, I'm using this OpenAI's chat model, that is the 4.0. Let's read the 4.0 only. So it performs well in terms of this. So that's why I'm selecting the 4.0. Then we need to add one tool. So the tool is going to be our Pinecone vector store, because we need to retrieve that knowledge base from our vector store. So let's select this Pinecone vector store. After selecting the Pinecone vector store, you just give it a name, AI agency knowledge base. So the index in which we have stored this data is in the testing N8N. Then select the embeddings here. So embeddings I will be using. We need to set the those embedding only which we use to insert that data into the Pinecone vector store. So we have used the text embedding as a 3 small to embed data. So we will be choosing that only. So now we have configured the vector store, then we have configured its embedding, then we have added the chat model. So it will create an proper this. So after that, we need to let's test this step first. So it is saying that error in subtype node name invalid input for name. Okay, I think what is a value is not a valid alphanumeric string letters. Okay, let's add the underscore here and let's test the step again. It's okay. So now let's see. Yeah, so node is executed properly. It has given us the output. So after that, we need to add two nodes. That one is to add the label to that email to classify it, and second is to add the draft to create one draft. So I'm adding first creating the label for it. So Gmail, we need to add a label to message. So for the message ID, I will be using this thread ID. Then for the label, I'm using this label from the category. So let's test this step. So if it will mark this as a proper label or not. So please check your parameters, automation, in ID. It is saying that invalid label. Okay, let's check what are the labels you have. Automation / inquiry. Okay, it needs to give output as inquiry. So instead of that, I will be changing here. It has a inquiry, automation inquiry. Change it. You thought sun underscore inquiry. Save it. And let's test it. Test the step. And it's saying that still don't have this. Let's check and what we have given the name to it. Okay, let's do one thing. Directly paste it. Yeah, I think it was the spelling mistake. So let's test the step. I think we need to add this node again. Add this node again. Gmail. Add a label to message. Message IDs. This thread ID. And this select names or IDs. I'm selecting the label as this one. Let's test this step. If it is adding label or not. Oh, it is saying that bad request. Please check. Problem note. Please check your parameters. I think this message ID is not proper. Let's check the message ID again. Estimate history ID label 10. Let's check it. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add the routing at the different nodes instead of here. So here I'm adding the routing here. Route. So here we can add the switch node here. Let's select the switch. The category label is equals to automation inquiry. And use first route. If the route is client underscore support, then use this second. Okay, so we have two routes. So here we will be adding one Gmail also for the customers, but to add a label. So here message ID is going to be let's do one thing. Message just we need to copy the message ID from here. With this message ID here, back to canvas, select the Gmail node, paste it here the message ID, how it is going to refer it, and the label is going to be automation.customer support. Let's select this label and save this node. Then in this node, what we are gonna do, we will be selecting and label it from this fix inlay. So from the fix, I'm selecting the automation inquiry. So now let's test this step. So it should mark it as a automation inquiry. So now it has marked it as a automation inquiry. So let's check it here. So let's refresh this. Yeah. So here it has marked it as a automation inquiry in the red format. So if you just go on to this automation inquiry, you can see only that mail. And now we will be creating one reply to it. So for that reply, we need to what we need to do, we need to add one node as the Gmail node. In the Gmail node, we need to add a reply to it. So for that, we will be selecting a create a draft because it is going to use the human in the person. Suppose if you are doing the business, so you will be not directly dependent on the reply from this OpenAI. If you want to modify anything or if you want to review it, you can review that. So because of that, I'm selecting it as a draft. So the subject is going to be, this subject is, I will be using this subject from this are fields which you have created. Here is this subject. Okay, selecting this subject here. Then in the message, I will be using that message only. So this is the message. Sorry, we don't have to use this message. We need to use the message which is output by our AI agent. So this is our message. So I have used this. So let's test this step. So now it has created the draft. So for verifying it, let's hop on to our email. Let's refresh it. So in the inbox, you can see here automation inquiry. Okay, is it created? It has created or not? So I think the message ID is having some problem. Because of that, it has not created the thread. Let's see what is the issue. It has created one draft, but not to that thread. Let's check the add option. Yeah. So here we need to add the thread ID here. So for the thread ID, I select this thread ID from, we can select this from the our thread ID also and from the Gmail also, whichever is easy, use that. Let's test this step again. So now let's hop on to our drafts and refresh it. So now here you can see that in the draft, so it has created to reply called that draft only. So here is the customer, hello customer name. So we can automate this to add the proper customer name. Then thank you for reaching out. Automating your client onboarding process can greatly improve your efficiency, client satisfaction, and client satisfaction for your SaaS company. Here is how our AI automation solutions can assist you. So custom automation solutions, CRM integration, then client interaction automation. So this kind of email you can send by just clicking onto it. So it has already created draft for you. So after that, do the similar thing here. Add the Gmail node. In the Gmail node, you need to craft a draft here. So for that, just create a draft. So after creating a draft, you need to use this subject. Let's use our subject. So here is our subject. Use this subject. Don't select the email type. I'm selecting. Then the message is the output from the AI agent. Then from the option, I'm selecting the thread ID. I'm configuring the thread ID. So for that thread ID, this is our thread ID. Use this thread ID and paste it here. So this is going to be, this will work similarly as the R this one for the which we have added for the AI automation. So it will create a similar draft for the customer mail. So I don't think we need to add and create a draft for the customer support emails, and we can directly send emails to it. So we can do that also. So it has the lot of future scope. You can integrate this with the Slack and assign the proper person to look into that problem, and also you can integrate this with the CRM to notify that person that this a task is going to assign, means create the task and assign this task to a specific person from a specific team, so that it will be fully automated. Then you can also know these steps about you are, means all the steps, like from the booking, means suppose if you are getting the client from this email, so like booking the appointment, then adding it that data that lead into the CRM, and following the CRM life cycle for that user. So this kind of automations you can do with this. So yeah, thank you.